Hey, everybody. Today's still September 11th, 2025, and we're going to get into how much the Yankees and Mets suck this year.
Yes.
Now, the sad thing is they're not even out of contention yet, but if you look at the talent on both teams, they should not be where either of them are. We'll start with the Mets because
the Mets, since somewhere around the middle of June, they were 24 games over 500. Now they're like 6 games over 500.
6 games
They're
over.
still 2 games up in the wild card right this minute. But it's absolutely crazy.
Now they have the highest payroll in baseball, or is it Los Angeles now?
Probably the Dodgers still. We're right up there. We're up there with the top 2 or 3.
Juan Soto.
Might be second with Juan Soto.
I've heard of some guy named Juan Soto.
He is tearing it up. He's having a career year.
Is that wild? Like
He's
now,
got 30 stolen bases.
so the team's not playing well. He's dominating.
Yesterday,
Early
he
on,
had a home run, a double, a single.
Yeah.
I mean, he's walks all the time. I think he's leading the league in walks. I mean, he's done Juan Soto stuff.
Yep.
He's maybe not be producing with guys on base at the top that you really want, but he's done a lot. He's having a great year. Maybe not Juan Soto's best year ever, but it's not his fault that we're not winning. It's the pitching. Since the middle of June, it's pretty much been the pitching.
Yeah, see, they sent Senga down. And he was their number one guy, wasn't he? Opening day
But
started?
he had it in his contract. They could not send him down without his approval. He was more than happy. I mean, not more than happy, but he agreed it was in his best interest
good.
to try to get right. Yes, it was very nice. It was very cordial with the team. They all said everything was agreed, and he went down to get. He was hoping 2 starts. He's hoping and come back up and be the old Senga. The beginning of this year, before he got injured, he had a 1.4 something ERA. Now, since he came back, it's like 5, 6.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, there's a pitcher on the Yankees. They had the exact same thing happen to him. Max Fried. He was untouchable the first half of the season.
He has a long injury history, though. But did he get injured and come back and not be as good? Is that what you're saying?
Second half of the season. He hasn't
Well,
been
he's been
injured
good
this
last 4
Well,
or 5
Senga got
starts.
injured in a freak accident covering first base.
Oh, my God.
Did you see that? Pete Alonso threw the ball over his head.
I remember that.
And he jumped for it, and he came down, and he grabs his hamstring. I'm like, son of a
gun.
Gun is right. I was very upset.
Now, how do you feel about the manager on that team?
I love him.
What's his name?
Carlos Mendoza.
Carlos Mendoza. You said you like the first base coach, too.
Yes.
Very helpful in Juan Soto's record.
He is amazing with the whole team. They're I don't know exactly what their stolen base percentage is now, but it was at 90%.
Wow.
They had
really good.
120 something stolen bases as a team and caught 10 times or 12.
And it was the first base coach who
he's got everything down to science. He has them taking this
there you go.
walking lead, and nobody throws over.
That's crazy.
They take 2, 3 steps towards second base. Nobody else.
He did that when he played the Yankees, too.
The only time they've been getting caught is when a pitcher actually steps off, throws, and they get him.
That's all he has to do.
No catcher has thrown a Met out at second base since May or April.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
Well, the rule now is what? You can throw over twice?
Yes.
Yes.
You throw over a third time and he's safe, he gets the next base.
Yeah.
Now, if you just step off the mound, though, it doesn't count, does it?
Yes, a
Does that count?
disengagement
So one
counts
disengagement counts as a throw over?
each disengagement counts.
No.
But when a new batter comes up, you get 2 more disengagements again. So it's per batter.
So your opinion is the Mets' main problem is their pitching.
Starting pitching, no, it's been everybody, but since the middle of June, I don't have the exact numbers or anything, but their starters have been going under 5 innings. I mean, it's been 4 2/3
really
or something insane.
When you got to get into your bullpen that often.
And then now the bullpen has fallen apart because of overuse and they've had some really bad injuries to their starting pitching. They've had some really bad injuries to their bullpen. There's a couple of the best guys that are out for the season. But it's basically starting pitching. So they've brought up 3 of their best young pitchers from AAA. They've all been amazing now. Every start they've made, they've gone at least into the 6th inning.
That's impressive.
The 3 of
For
them.
3 rookies coming up in
And
the middle of the year.
the one guy, McLean, that they brought up first, has 4 amazing starts now.
Yep.
And we just missed him.
His
we went to the
worst
Syracuse
start
Mets game.
now was the other day against Philly. He went 5 2/3, gave up 1 run.
That's still fantastic.
And they lost 1-0.
If you could do that every start, you're
that's
one
what
of the
I'm
best
saying. And
pitchers in
that's his
baseball.
worst start since he came up.
Now, how's his placement? Does he walk a lot of people?
No.
That's huge. Yeah,
in the minors, yes. When he came up, no, he's so confident. He's throwing strikes. He spins the ball. He has the highest spin rate in baseball since he came up. So that's something to be excited about, like next year and stuff. We've got some good young pitchers that are going to be there next year. But this year, they were, in the middle of June, they were one of the best teams, and at points, the best record in baseball.
Yeah. I remember you used to bust my chops when they were ahead of the Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun times.
And now we both saw, kind of, I could segue to you and let me let you yell a little bit.
It's like the same record, too. Like when you look at this, they're identical for a while.
It's been a long time. You're right. When they went into their long, like 6 weeks of rough times, we were doing the exact same thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
And now we have the 3 games with the Phillies where we've been really poor again. And I know the Yankees lost 2 now to Detroit.
They just swept them, didn't they?
Yeah, in Citi Field we swept them.
Wow. Nice ballpark.
But now if we lose today, we'll be getting swept by the Phillies in Philly.
Very nice ballpark. One of my favorites, actually, Citi Field.
It is a beautiful ballpark. I love it.
I love Citi Field.
I love it.
So wildcard game 1, do you think McLean gets
Absolutely, yes.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
4 starts, he's the guy.
Yep. I don't even know, like 2, you could almost go with another one of the young kids, but I think they're leaning toward Holmes, Clay Holmes.
Okay,
maybe.
I was going to ask about that.
What they're talking about, because he's been great, but doesn't last very long, like I said. So they're talking about maybe since it's the playoffs, you could stack them.
Right.
So you could start him and then throw one of the young kids, bring them in the 4th or 5th to get you 3 more innings, and then you go to the bullpen late. So I think that's what if we make the playoffs, because they're in right now, but
it's
a little questionable for me. They're talking about maybe stacking somebody like that. So McLean would start game 1, maybe Holmes game 2 with somebody stacked with him. Maybe Sean Manaea still looks the other day he had his best start finally since he came back. But he hasn't been going very far either. So it'll be probably another stack 2 more that day too. That's what it's looking like.
Well, he hasn't been healthy for a while, has he?
He missed more than half the season, but when he's come back, he looks amazing for like 2 or 3 innings, and then he falls apart. The other day, talking about Carlos Mendoza, Manaea started off hot again, had a bad inning where Mendoza takes him down the walkway to the clubhouse, had words with him, I don't know what it was, he comes back out, and boom, 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 he's firing strikes.
There you go.
And he finished the game great. So people are like, why can't you just do that without being whatever the discussion was? Right. Let's say it was
go out there and be a hard-nosed ball player.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. I mean, Mendoza, you can motivate him.
He's very
universally loved by.
I love him, and he came from the Yankees.
He's the bench coach.
Yes.
Maybe the Yankees should look at him for the.
Maybe they should have looked at him before renewing Aaron Boone's contract. Because doesn't his contract start next year? Didn't they get a new contract that starts next year, I think?
Yeah, they re-signed
4 more years.
In the offseason, I think.
Was it?
Or right at the beginning
I thought
of the
he
year.
was through 27. I could be wrong.
It's more than that. I don't know. Maybe it started this year. Maybe I'm thinking back a year. Maybe it started this year. But I would say, even if it started this year, it was for 4 more years. So it'd be
He's got a 3-year deal through the 27 season.
Oh, so it is this year, though. So 25
He's going to be earning $15 million over those 3. Are you done with the Mets right now?
Well, that's fine. I ranted
enough. No. I don't. I want you to get everything out.
I'm probably start yelling again in a little while. But go ahead. I know you're not Boone's biggest supporter.
This past Sunday, on my way to my mom's house for our Sunday lunches, I stopped at a garage sale. I saw the sign on the side of the roads. I'm like, I'm going to hit the garage sale on the way over. So I go up, and it turned out to be somebody we used to work with. So I talked to him for 15 or 20 minutes, and I was wearing a Yankee hat. And he's a Mets fan, by the way.
I do know that.
So I said my goodbyes, and as I was walking out, this older couple walks up. And a guy looks at my hat and looks at me in the face and says, the Yankees aren't going to win a fucking series until fucking Aaron Boone is gone. I'm like, this guy... 86, 87 years old all day, if not older.
And he swore?
So how long did you guys high-five each other?
We were there for another 15 minutes, and Lance was cracking up because I was trying to get out of there. And this guy's going off on Aaron Boone. And I'm like, every Yankee fan is saying the exact same thing. When you get somebody
to vent, that's how I was just now. When you get somebody that you can vent a little bit to,
my
it's
God.
very
he started bringing up, he brought up Casey Stengel, asked if I remembered him. I'm like, I wasn't around for that, but I do know I know who he is, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, he went on a 15-minute Aaron Boone rant. I'm like, I'm on the exact same page as you. He is the worst manager, as far as I'm concerned, in Major League Baseball. I don't know if you feel as strongly as I do about this.
I don't know how important managers are anymol day to day.
Now,
but I do agree that I don't like, just from the outside, seeing him. They'll lose 12-1, and then he'll be like, "We are a team of warriors."
Yeah,
and I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
They call it the Aaron Boone excuse train.
Yeah, we're in the long press conference here. One game.
Yes, yeah.
And you can tell when they lose. I watch every press conference after the game. He's like, when they lose, it's he constantly saying things to think about what he's going to say before he says it, because he knows there's nothing he can say to help that situation. And that is the problem with motivating your team.
Yeah.
He is not a motivational manager. He goes out, he seems like, I don't know if we're within the first 8 minutes, he seems like a whiny bitch. And the umpires have taken notice of this. And if you don't think they talk, you're crazy. These umpires, they probably have a nice group chat like, fucking Aaron Boone, at it again. So I think the umpires press their pitching staff and make calls based on how they perceive Aaron Boone. If you look at some of the
umpires, there's some shitty umpires.
There are some, but I don't remember which series it was with the Yankees. It was within the last couple series.
It was
the Astro series.
It was horrible.
Absolutely
brutal. I did see some replay. You talking about the balls and strike calls?
Yes, that one was it McMahon's the third baseman?
Yep.
That one he did the transfer and they said he didn't have it long enough.
That was crazy.
That
was definitely on the transfer.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely was.
And you look
at the
at
one that went to replay and they still
Yes.
And then this I know
and
people
to my eye, I'm not a rep, but I was
you could clearly see his hand was going to the ball and it flipped past his hand.
Yeah.
But they showed that umpire that was made, because he was behind home plate the game before. He was making terrible calls behind home plate.
Yeah.
And he was at third base for this one.
Yep.
And they showed a picture of him with his buddies at a party in full Red Sox gear. So take it for what it's worth. That guy was
How can you do that as a major league umpire?
No idea. You should just be wearing umpire logos wherever you go.
I would think just that picture would make Major League Baseball question you about it.
I will absolutely say every call this year, not everyone, most calls have gone against the Yankees. Whenever it comes to any type of balls and strikes, it seems like they're always after the Yankees.
Well, on the bright side, next year we have review of balls and strikes.
Thank God.
We're going to be doing this.
Thank God. Yeah.
I would have been doing that all year in protest, but you get thrown out of the game.
Yeah, now they get thrown out of the game. But I know you're with him.
No,
if you do that, because that means I want to challenge that call, they'll throw you right out of the game.
Like its attitude, yeah.
Now, I'm going to bring this up now just so I can get it out of the way, and it really bothers me to say this. I love Aaron Judge. Absolutely love him as a person, as a ball player.
How can you not?
You're the New York Yankees captain. Start acting like it. Start getting on these players that are making these stupid ass mistakes.
I have seen him go up to guys and straighten them out, like Jazz Chisholm and stuff.
Nothing like Jeter used to do.
There was somebody last year too. Who's the third baseman?
It was probably Gleyber Torres, since he was a nightmare last year.
Well, look at him with Detroit.
I know. This is what I'm saying.
Holy crap.
And now
what happened?
You're in a situation where you have a different manager, different team, and you're an all-star.
It is no pressure, though, in Detroit, right?
I think some guys, it's just after the game, there's all these reporters. You go to Detroit, you go to Kansas City, there's one guy there, ask one question, and you go home.
Right.
Look at Juan Soto. After every game this spring, everything. What's wrong? Why aren't you doing the shuffle? Well, everything. Right. I mean, he's like, I went 2 for 3 with 3 walks or whatever. And he's like,
right.
They're like, what's wrong with you? It is a lot of pressure, and the Yankees are worse than the Mets.
But Aaron Judge,
as far as the microscope,
he's got to step up more. I'm sorry, you're the captain of this team. If your ship is sinking, do something to make it right. Exactly. I don't care what you got to do. I know everybody loves him.
They're doing stupid shit out there.
It would be nice in the absence of Aaron Boone doing that. If Judge would stand up.
Take Aaron Boone, throw him out the window. He's fucking useless. He's the most useless managers the Yankees have had in decades. Worthless, as far as I'm concerned. He doesn't motivate anybody. He's a whine ass on the field. He doesn't scare anybody. Nobody's scared of Aaron Boone.
You just reminded me of something. Do you remember last year? The Mets started off terrible last year. They were like 0-9 or something. It was crazy.
I remember.
But they were terrible. They had a relief pitcher, Hispanic guy, but I don't remember his name. Was in a game, gives up like 3 runs or whatever. He goes off the field. He's like flipping. He throws his glove in the stands. After the game, he's like, "We're the worst team in baseball." Blah blah. Fired.
Yeah.
Mendoza, that's it. He's
Bye-bye.
off the team, done. Mm-hmm. And they turned it around, and we almost got to the World Series.
Yeah,
I was
and it was like, but it was like then, because he was forceful. You can't let guys get away with stuff like
Right,
that.
absolutely.
He held him accountable.
Jeter would never have allowed any of this nonsense to happen.
And I don't know who's. I'm sorry, 'cause I should let you talk more than me about the Yankees. I don't know whose fault this is, but Volpe should have been in the minor leagues at some point during the last couple of years to reset. He needed to take the pressure off him, get him right, and then get him back up there or something. But I think they might have gone too long now. They're ruining this kid.
Yeah.
Don't you think? I don't know what you think about him.
He needs a break. If he's not
He
going down
did
the
need a
minors,
break. At least take
5-6 games off.
And you're still our shortstop. We're
Right.
sitting you down and just get your feet under
take
you.
a break,
Yes.
right?
I like Volpe as a person.
He's such
been
a nice.
He's been a nightmare as a player.
He
this
is
year.
a nice kid.
Yes, and I feel bad that he's got to deal with, like you said, New York. The pressure in New York is different than anywhere else in Major League Baseball. You're never going to find the same kind of pressure for the Yankees or the Mets that you will in any other stadium. I don't care what team you play for. New York fans, I'm not going to say they're worse because Philly fans are the worst by a mile, as the Philly
Oh, they're crazy.
as
Well,
the
they're
Philly
the worst,
Karen
just
pointed out.
like the
They're
worst
just the
human
worst
beings.
as far as assholes.
Right.
Did you ever? You should watch a Phillies. I watched the Phillies post game shows when the Mets were sweeping them. They were losing their minds over it. It
Yeah.
was crazy. They wanted to
Philadelphia
fire
fans are
everybody.
horrible people.
Yeah.
New York fans are the hardest on their team's players. They will boo you no matter who you are. Judge got booed, what, last year?
I think it was last year.
Yeah, because he had a rough start into the season, and they were booing him, which, I love. Like I said, I love Aaron Judge. I need him to step up. But if you're playing like shit, you deserve it.
I don't know about booing Aaron Judge personally.
Last year, I was very against it. But he didn't perform in the postseason again.
That was a whole different thing.
That's what's holding him back from being one of the Yankee greats, as far as I'm concerned. You got to perform as a Yankee in the postseason.
How did he drop that fly ball?
Oh my
I don't,
God.
That was I don't want to talk about the fifth inning of last year's World Series.
That was wild.
That
I've
was
seen t-shirts.
brutal.
5-0 Yankees, Dodgers. Have you seen those?
So yeah,
t-shirts?
I see those memes all the time, and the 3 errors in 1 inning that cost him the game. Unbelievable.
And his, like you said, it was nothing. It was just a ball you're just jogging in and on.
Well,
It was a routine ball.
He's not a center fielder. He's a right fielder.
He's
And
a first baseman.
As far as that's, I was just going to say, as
Okay,
far
I'm
as I'm
sorry.
concerned, starting next year, I like Goldschmidt. He's got to go. Put Aaron Judge at first.
You got to
base.
keep him healthy.
Yeah,
Yes.
Goldschmidt's. Yeah.
But don't you think Aaron Judge,
He's
wouldn't
at
that
the
be
end of his
great to
career.
put him at first base?
He's
for
like
a few years?
6'7", for
think so,
Christ's
yeah.
sake.
How
Why
many more
not?
years is Stanton's? I know he's hitting well. I know he's hitting well right now. But
He's probably the team leader right now.
but
Stanton.
how many more years? That
think
seems
he's
like he's
got
been there
one
for
more.
20 years.
I want
No,
to say
it's
he's-
more than one.
You think so?
I think so.
I can't believe how long his contract was.
Well, he was great when he
Miami
first got
gave
it.
him, what, 10
He's
years,
great
11
this
years?
year, isn't he? When he's in there?
Yeah.
He's also he'll be done in 2027. That was originally a 13-year contract.
That's it. Yeah.
Seems even longer, but so 2 more years.
So 2
still.
more years. He's going to retire after that. He can't.
But the
run,
problem is
can't
that he
catch.
clogs up the DH.
Yes.
Because
And
you
that
can't
hurt-
really put him anywhere else.
That hurt them because they had to put him in the outfield because they need their bat. And when Aaron Judge was injured, it only could DH.
And that's why they had to rush Judge back out to right field, slightly
Yes.
rush him
Now-
out to right field when he's really not ready.
We all know Aaron Boone. I can't stand him. I don't want to see his face anymore after the season. Please fall on the sword and get the hell out of there and go to friggin' like Mile High Stadium. Screw their team.
I told you this before, but historically, the Yankees do not waste money on their managers. They're not going to pay a dead manager. So they're not going to keep he's getting paid for 2 more years. They're not going to put him aside and hire someone.
Put him in a different position. Put him assistant manager.
They've never done that.
Put him as a bench
Putting him
coach.
as an assistant, maybe he'd quit.
Hopefully. That'd be great.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't know how much pull he actually has with the team because that's why they didn't re-sign Joe Girardi. They let him go because he
Right,
wanted too much
that's what I'm
money.
saying.
You brought in Boone on the cheap. Hey, look.
But then they
we're calling the
just,
shots.
even with all these questions, they just renewed him last year.
Yeah.
And now they've got 2 more years after this, so I would think they're going to stick with him for those 2 years.
The Yankees have talent. There's no doubt about it. I think on paper they have one of the best teams in baseball.
And they got amazingly lost Juan Soto and got more well-rounded.
Oh, absolutely. But Goldschmidt and Bellinger alone.
Just Bellinger.
has been a godsend to this.
And,
team.
well, Bellinger and Fried.
What about
Fried.
Grisham?
Bellinger and Fried was
Grisham's
amazing.
unbelievable.
Well, I was just going to bring him up actually. Who? Last year,
Trent Grisham.
Trent
Oh, 30
Grisham.
homers.
But he wasn't part of that. I mean, they didn't pick
Well, he's
him up
been on the
because
team.
of that.
But last year, he was pissing me off because of his nonchalant bullshit in the outfield, dropping fly balls, not hustling. That was really bothering me. I don't know what happened this year. Was it because he had a kid? And this is a contract year, too.
Well, that's what happened.
That's what happened.
He turned everything around. This one guy, this one podcast I listened to that I watch the games with, he calls him Trent Bonds because he's been crushing the ball.
That's why I don't know what the Yankees will do or where he's going, but he's getting paid.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Now, the question is this a fluke year for him?
Exactly.
Can he maintain?
And these numbers are way above anything he's ever done.
Yes.
How old is he?
He's
young, isn't he?
Maybe.
That's pretty young. He's got a few good years left. If this is for real, there's no reason that health should curtail his numbers right away.
No, I wouldn't think so. But between him...
If he's 28, I would say a 3-year deal would be a great deal for the Yankees. If you could get him 3 or 4 years, maybe.
He's 28 years old.
3 or 4 year deal would be great.
I don't think they can keep him and Bellinger.
We need to keep Bellinger.
Bellinger's got to stay.
I get it, but they're the Yankees. You can keep anybody you
that's
want.
true.
Okay.
I was shocked when the Mets paid Soto $750 million.
Mm-hmm.
Look what the Dodgers do, though, even though they deferred Ohtani's contract. But they get everybody.
Right.
So
That's true.
Here's the problem.
So anybody can do that.
How many years in a row have they made the playoffs? They get there, then they can't hit.
They fall apart.
Because they're a home run hitting team. But guess what?
And
All
in the
season
playoffs, you're going to play the best pitchers.
Is Steinbrenner making money all season long? Is the stadium full?
Of course. Yes.
So, of course, they want to win, too. He wants to win. Steinbrenner.
I hope so.
That is a little bit of it.
Do they care? Honestly? Like,
That's
hey,
what-
we turned a profit.
That's why most
We got-
teams feel
that's why he doesn't
nowadays.
go over the luxury cap.
And they just go, they say, you want to win about 82 games. You want to be about one game over 500. And then toward the end of the year, you worry about maybe making the playoffs or not, but you don't want to overspend.
Yeah.
Because you're losing money then.
And I complain, they struggle this year, but they're probably making the playoffs again.
They're good, yeah.
And as a New York Giants fan,
Oh, God. That's all you got.
that's all I got.
The sad thing is,
are we
we
gonna
had a
start on that?
conversation. Let's not bring up football yet. We talked about that. We were watching that one show, and they were predicting who's going to win the Washington Giants game, and every one of them picked Washington.
Yeah, you knew that.
And you're like, well, you know what? Maybe not. I saw optimism in your eye.
Well, you were hoping for Russell.
Every year, and shame on me. Every year,
You get fooled.
in the preseason. I get fooled. I even tried to not buy the hype this year, but they look good in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
And their defense still looks okay.
Defense is okay, but did that game not? And here we go on football. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
It was the same game we've seen for 6 years
Yep.
with Daniel Jones. And then
Russell
Daniel
will-
Jones has a good game.
But didn't we talk about that? I knew he was going to go and do he had a much better line. He had a lot of stuff working for him. I knew he was going to have a good season. But if he was with the Giants, it would be no different than what he's done in the past. If he stayed, he wouldn't have those numbers. They would be, he'd get sacked 3 times. And
Well, you know whose contract is up this year? Back to what we're talking about.
let's get back to baseball. Yeah.
Volpe's contract is up this year.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What's he making now? 500,000?
$879,000. His pre-arbitration contract with the Yankees for the 2025 season. My opinion right now is he's got to go. I'm sorry.
I got down there.
What's that guy that they've been playing?
Caballero?
Caballero.
Is it Caballero?
Caballero someplace?
He's there now, but don't they have
He's not a
guy in the minors?
shortstop.
Well, Lombardi.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah,
He's not ready.
I think he's still too young. He still should develop.
Well, everybody
another year
keeps
or
saying
two.
that Caballero's not really a shortstop. How's he been handling?
He's been great
I
at
haven't
short.
really
It's
seen
okay.
him.
Yeah, I haven't seen any problems there. He doesn't make as many errors as Volpe does. Now, like I said, I like Volpe.
Me too.
I want to see him succeed, but I don't think he's going to do it in New York. If he goes to another smaller market team where they can actually coach him, because I think another problem with the Yankees is their coaching. It's not just Boone's horrible managing. I think a lot of it has to do with their conditioning and their coaching, because they just can't.
You mean like in the minors when guys come up, or you mean
at the major league level? I don't think they have good pitching coach. I don't think they have a good batting coach. I don't think they have a good conditioning coach.
They have what's the pitcher's name assisting with the pitchers?
Pettit.
Pettit.
Talking about. I don't know how is he regular?
I don't know how much.
I don't think he's a
with the pitchers,
regular.
but I love Andy Pettit.
He was a baller. He was a
That's what I mean.
hard-nosed pitcher.
So he's not in the day-to-day
think-
pitching
I
staff.
don't think he is.
Is he like a spring training guy?
Could be something like that where they bring in
I
all
know
the
that he was
old-timers.
assisting, but I don't know what his job was. I love Andy Pettit, though.
Pettit.
I think they hand out what they call legends deals to some of these guys, where they come in a few times a year, talk to the team, give them a couple
the guy.
tips.
He's a
The
special.
legend.
He's
Show him how
considered a
to throw
special
a
advisor,
Oh, so that is something.
and he's been
like
in that
what you're
position
saying.
since July of 23.
That's kind of what David Wright does. He does something in the front office now too, but he's something like it's kind of an honorary type,
Right.
Like you were a good player, so we'll hook you up type
Yeah.
thing.
Come to
And an
stadium.
ambassador, a little bit of an ambassador, a name to
Eat for
run
free,
out.
bring
Yep.
the family.
Yep. I mean, I love David Wright too, but
Oh, so you guys went to the game Tuesday?
No, that was a while ago.
That was a month ago.
Okay.
That was the beginning of August. We went.
So my opinion is they should get rid of Volpe. Don't re-sign him. And if they're not going to...
That might be in Volpe's best interest
I
to
think
go
it'd be
to
in
a
everybody's
smaller
best
market
interest.
team and get
Another
some
one,
money.
if you're not going to take Jason Dominguez seriously and give him the time he needs on the field, trade him too. I'm sorry.
Or send him back to the minors. Get him right.
He when he plays, he does pretty well, I think. I think he's at least better than half
is he
of the
just
people that
sitting
start.
too much?
They don't play him on a regular
Right,
basis.
because the issue I had with him going into the season was his defensive.
His defensive is
but
brutal.
But he's been okay in the regular
It's
season.
still, every time I see him, he looks a little
He has
shaky,
that
and
like
I get nervous.
that like deer in the headlights like
Yes.
look as the ball's
Yes.
like don't hit it to me kind of
He
thing.
misplayed a ball off the wall the other day, and that happens.
That can happen, yeah.
But I don't know. But if you're not going to let him be on the field and develop as a player, then
You're
get
right.
rid of him.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see him give Trent Grisham a smaller contract just to see what he can do. And
You're
you
going to have a
gotta-
lot of
you gotta
competition
keep
with
Bellinger.
Grisham, though.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I know. It's going to be expensive. But like you said, they're the New York Yankees.
Yes.
You can afford it. Go over
And
the
it's not going to be
luxury
that expensive, I wouldn't think.
because this is an obscure year for him.
It's
This
going to
is-
depend too. I would say now. I don't know that they'll win the World Series. If they won the World Series this year, that would be amazing, obviously.
Sure.
But then I think maybe they let some of these guys go like that. Let Trent Grisham go and stuff, and they might settle back because all right, we got our World Series, and let's start getting some
even
minor league capital built back up.
At this point, even if they won the World Series, I don't want to see Aaron Boone anymore. I'm sorry. You could win
That was my
every
question.
game from this point forward. Just judging by how he's managed this team since he's been the manager, he's got to go. Got to go. I'm sorry. I was watching a Don Mattingly documentary a couple days ago.
I hope for you that I'm wrong and he's good and they get rid of him, but I don't know.
I don't think they will, but this is my hope right now that he's just gone. I don't see his face anymore. I'd rather see his face in the opposition's dugout.
Well, what about Davey Johnson just died?
Yeah.
I love Davey Johnson.
He was awesome. He was an
And
awesome
all
person.
the Mets from the '86 teams and stuff talked about how much of an impact he had on their careers. It was
Yeah.
really nice.
He was a
Yeah,
good
that was
dude.
that '86 team. That's impressive.
That was. Do you know why I know most of the Mets '86 team?
Airplanes and stuff.
What's that?
With that team, '86 Mets, all the partying they did.
Oh, yeah.
To
Oh, yeah,
keep them
geez.
together. To
It was
win.
crazy. They were a bunch of lunatics.
Crazy.
Especially Keith Hernandez. He was
Oh,
nuts.
yeah.
Do you know why I know the '86 Mets so well? RBI
Seinfeld.
baseball.
Oh.
RBI baseball.
So that was the
That
team?
was one of the best teams in RBI baseball. Yeah, that was awesome back in the day.
As a matter of
Jesse
fact-
Orozco was one of the best pitchers in the game.
Have you guys ever
Side
seen
arm.
that play
Yeah.
where I don't remember what game it was, but a guy was going to bunt and Keith Hernandez played like 20 feet down the line and then he comes running across the field. He makes the play between the catcher and the the pitcher and the third baseline.
Oh, wow.
And he's like diving, throws the ball to third. And that ended up being a double play. And he pointed out that third base was Gary Carter.
Oh, Gary
because
Carter.
Ray Knight had gotten thrown out of that game. So Gary Carter made the throw to first base.
Wasn't
and got
Ray Knight
double
one of
play.
the bench players in RBI baseball you could bring in? He was one of the best bench
He
players
was
you could pull
great.
in.
In that year,
Yeah.
right around those few years,
I know Ray Knight was on that team.
Yeah.
Lenny Dykstra was one of the fastest ones
Len
in the game.
Dykstra,
Mookie
they had a
Wilson,
great.
Hernandez. Strawberry.
That was a fun game.
Oh my God,
Tim Tuffle.
Tim Tuffle.
Tuffle.
He was good.
Howard Johnson.
Howard Hojo had some 30-30 seats, 3 of them.
And then they name all those hotels after him. He did so well.
And an ice cream place.
Don't fact check me on that one.
The ice cream place, wasn't it? Howard Johnson.
Howard John, what are you? There's a
Howard
hotel
Johnson's
chain.
is hotels.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
Oh,
the hell's
I don't
wrong
know.
with you?
I think.
I was thinking, what was the ice cream place with the 31 flavors in that? What was
Baskin Robbins.
that? Was that the third baseman, Baskin Robbins? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh God.
No, I was
Was
thinking
it
of
in
something
Shawshank
else.
Redemption?
I'm getting way off base.
Yeah, this is all right. Well,
I'm sorry.
Tim Robbins.
Off base.
Tim
get
Robbins.
it?
Tim Robbins. That was a good
Not
one.
Baskin.
Way off base.
Tim Robbins. Oh, yeah, good.
Anything else we want on the Yankees Mets?
Go ahead, Mark. I
I was just
going to
going to ask you, so what are you rooting for? But you kind of answered the question. Like
As far as
Yankees.
Yeah,
Like, I know you want Boone gone.
I want
are you
Boone gone.
Are you hoping crash and burn?
Today-
no, I want them to win the World Series and then get rid of them.
Today, they're still, both teams as of September 11th.
They're in contention.
They're both in. The Yankees are 2.5 games up, tie with the Red Sox for the first wild
They're
card
only
spot.
3 off the division top, the first place in their division. And they got a big series of Boston coming up. But that's their problem is they've been doing so well because they've been playing shitty teams.
Yes. that
When
is
they
the
play a
problem.
good team, except for Houston.
And-
They did well against Houston. But
And then they beat Toronto.
They beat Toronto in the
12-3.
series.
The series
And
But
then the
that's,
series against
that's what you
against
were
Detroit.
saying, though, too, is they do great against the poorer pitchers.
Yeah.
When you get to the playoffs, you're not going against any bad pitchers.
Right.
So that's why they end up having trouble in the
right.
playoffs. They feast on any kind of intermediate pitching. They just home run after home run.
Do you know what they did well back in their dynasty years with like Jeter and Bernie Williams and Jorge?
Put the ball in play.
Put the ball in play, but they made the pitchers pitch 4, 5, 6 pitches per at bat and got that starting pitcher
I
out.
remember
100
back in
pitches.
those days with Jeter and stuff, thinking that because it was hit after hit, single.
That's all they did.
I'm like, holy shit! These guys, everybody, it was
They
the
were a
innings took
dynasty.
so
That's
long.
what made them a dynasty.
But that was I much rather like that kind of baseball.
Sure, now
I
it's-
love a home run,
Who doesn't?
but I love 5 or
Small
6
ball.
hits in an inning and
Oh, yeah.
That's what
going
keeps the
first
inning
to
alive.
third,
Yeah.
stealing a base, bunting, which I'm so happy that bunting and base stealing are back.
Yep.
There's not a lot of bunting, but there is some.
Do you know how many,
It's-
because of the base enlargement, do you know how many Ricky would have had if the bases were bigger?
7
No.
more,
Way more,
8,
according to Ricky. Rest in peace, Ricky.
9,
Okay. That's good.
10,
1,000.
10,000
10,000 stolen bases
per year.
every year.
He was
awesome.
Ricky can steal some bases.
Ricky could steal some bases. When Ricky got on first, Ricky was on third.
Yes.
Yeah. You know,
Ricky was on when he was with Toronto. Remember John Olerud? Remember
Oh, yeah.
Of course,
Oh, yeah,
I
with the
remember
helmet.
John Olerud.
Wore the helmet in the field, right?
Yeah.
I met
So-
him. I met John Olerud.
He was Ricky was teammates with him with the Mets.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we
John Olerud was amazing.
This is a good Ricky story. So a few seasons later, he's up in Toronto or Seattle, one of the two with Olerud again. He goes, "Whoa, you wear your helmet in the field, man?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "The only other guy I ever subbed to that I played with the Mets."
He didn't know it was
He
the
didn't know
same
it was
guy.
him.
That's
Oh
funny.
my God. That's
Ricky
pretty
doesn't have
funny.
time to
That's
learn.
right.
Ricky don't have names. Ricky steals bases. Ricky gets on and Ricky scores runs.
Oh, it's nice to talk about positive stuff.
Good hit, helmet first baseman.
Helmet first base.
I miss Ricky.
So
the best leadoff hitter
one
in
other
baseball.
thing, if you
I'm
look
sorry,
at
go ahead.
seasons past,
Yeah.
Cashman, I'll give him a little compliment. Not this year so much. The bullpen has always been great for them.
And he always
This year,
gets them what they
not
need.
so much.
Well,
I don't know. And here's what I
Don't you
the
think
problem
usually
is.
at the trade deadline he gets them the help they need each
tries
year
to.
though? And
He tried
this year, not quite so
Gets
much
the pitcher
either.
from the Giants, don't tell he was their closer. He gets the guy from Pittsburgh, he was a closer.
Bednar.
At the beginning of the year, Williams comes in from Milwaukee, he's a closer.
Yep.
So, do you think part of the problem is these guys come and now they're not the closer? Like, say for example,
But
you
at
guys-
one point, they
you
were
guys
the
had your
closer.
jobs, right?
You're
What if you
right,
get transferred
because we did the
to-
same thing with Ryan Helsley.
Say you get transferred to Sing Sing, and they're like, "All right, you're going to be in the kitchen here."
Right.
And you're like, "Well,
The
that's
worst-
not what I do."
Right.
Well, you're in. You're still here. This is what you're
Well,
doing.
they gave Williams a chance. He was turning into Clay Holmes,
the closer,
blowing
yeah.
every single friggin' save. So if you can't come to New York and perform,
Didn't
sorry.
he perform in like the 7th? He was okay
He was doing pretty
that.
good, but he's
little
still
lower
very
leverage.
inconsistent. Very inconsistent.
Not what they brought him here
Right.
for, but you was workable. You could work with that.
The problem is I think it's their control. These relief pitchers have no control anymore.
know.
And then what's his face is the worst one in Major League Baseball.
That's one of the worst
Mark Leiter
things.
Jr.
That's what
He's brutal.
Ron Darling talks about that all the time in the minor leagues. They just preach velocity.
That's it.
It's not accuracy.
Nope.
Throw as hard as you can.
Yep.
And then we'll take you out when we need to, and we'll get another guy in, and he'll throw as hard as he can for a couple innings.
Yeah, not that
It's
you're-
ridiculous.
He's,
They don't worry about. That's why so many people get hit nowadays.
Yeah. Chapman's with the Red Sox now. When he was with
And
the
he
Yankees,
looks good
He looks
again.
great this year. Yeah, he really
Yeah.
does. But when he was with the Yankees, when you're the opposition, take 2 strikes.
Yeah.
75% of the time you're going to walk.
Of course. Yeah, take
just
some
took no
pitches.
strikes.
And that
Yeah. A
goes
lot of
back
guys are the same
to
way.
the dynasty years. They took a lot of pitches. They fouled a lot of pitches. They got that starting pitcher out
Yes.
and then got into their bullpen early.
That's when the
why they
Mets are
won
hitting
so
well.
much.
That's what they do too. They're long at bats. You're seeing a lot of pitches. And then maybe when you
get it.
work out a walk or you get a base hit, you can see 6 or 7 pitches and then you end up on base in any way. That's a great at bat.
What did
even
I
if it is a
say?
walk.
What's Boone making? $5 million a year?
Yeah, next
it's-
3 years.
It's hell. $1 million a year. I'll do it.
It's funny because that $5 million
Save you a ton of money.
That's what Girardi was asking for back in 2018.
He was too
Or
hard.
either that or that's
He
what
was too hard
making.
on their players. Yeah, he was too aggressive with their team. The team was too sensitive.
They need that now. Maybe they'll
Yeah,
hire
that-
him back.
That's exactly what
Their
they
father would have hired him back.
need. Oh yeah, I would have hired him back and forth 7 times.
Yeah.
But I would like to see either him come back or I want to see Jorge Posada.
And if it
come
was
and take the
George
role.
Steinbrenner, Aaron Boone would be
Yeah.
gone.
Oh, absolutely.
He would have been gone
He'd have been
last
gone last year. He
Yeah.
never would have got that extension.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then people are saying like Don Mattingly. I love Mattingly so much.
He was a great
I don't
ball
want to
player.
see him come in and tarnish his reputation on a team that's not going to allow him
The way
to
Aaron
manage.
Boone's doing?
Yes.
To his
I
reputation?
loved Aaron Boone
Yeah.
when he was a
Yeah.
player. I hate him as a manager. Drives me crazy and drives most of you Yankee fans crazy. This has been a long segment. Jesus.
All right.
38 minutes?
Holy moly.
Good heavens.
Oh my God, this is almost like a full major league game here.
You got to hire an editor.
We don't hire. We do pro bono if anybody wants to step in. Pro bono. Thank God Nabil's not here. He would have taken that completely.
Yeah, that would have been some kind of double
Can I just get a
entendre.
random sound effect for no reason?
Oh, yeah.
Random sound effect. Do you want me
Give
to
some
not look?
applause. Get the applause. Get a good one.
Here's the best one on the board.
That is what she said.
Yeah, I don't even understand why it's so ridiculous.
That is what she said.
So ridiculous.
Where's the good applause?
Oh, the good one is, that's on the first page. But this is my favorite one when Art talks, and it pisses me off because he says something stupid. We're ending this one. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching Two Studs and a Dud. Please like, subscribe, and share this video.